So, The Wheel of Time got canceled after season 3. That just came out this week. And yeah, I'm kind of mad about it, but not just because I personally like the show, but because this keeps happening, and it says a lot about how studios are working right now. And studios have always been greedy. That's not something new I'm trying to point out here. But now it feels louder. Bigger budgets, more shows, more spin-offs, but somehow way less quality. Studios are spending insane amounts of money, but the results feel rushed, safe, or just completely forgettable. Streaming had so much potential. It could have been the place where weird, creative stories actually got to live and grow. But instead, studios play the same old games, just with shinier tools. And now there's this new trend, which is flood the market. Drop everything. Pump out so many shows that nobody can keep up, and then blame the audience when we stop caring. That's what happened to Wheel of Time, and honestly, I'm tired of it. Studios don't treat shows like stories anymore. They treat them like products on a shelf. They launch a bunch, wait for one to trend, and then cancel the rest. Look at the new movie Thunderbolts. I thought this was a really fun movie, but I couldn't convince most people that I know to go see it. And in terms of Marvel movies overall, it is one of the lower performers. And that's not because it was a bad movie. It's just that people are tired. They're tired of being told, hey, this one matters, over and over again, while the last 5 movies were just kind of okay. Even good stuff gets ignored when it's buried in a pile of forgettable content. Not every story in TV land blows up in season 1. Some shows take time to get great. The Wheel of Time was finally getting there. Season 3 was more focused, the characters felt deeper, and it finally found its groove, and the critics were agreeing. But shows like that get cut before they can even finish the story. If they don't go viral fast, they're gone. And this isn't new. One of my favorite shows of all time was Firefly, which was canceled only after 1 season. I think I'm one of the first people who watched it that I know when it was actually aired, because for me, space plus cowboys is something I'm going to watch any day, anytime. But now, Firefly is seen as a total cult classic. People still talk about it like it's sacred. And it's the same thing with Breaking Bad. That didn't start off as a massive hit, but they actually gave that show time, and it turned into one of the best shows ever made. Now, nowadays, if a show doesn't spike on release weekend, it's dead before it even finds its voice. And that's what makes this all worse. Streaming was supposed to be better. No weekly ratings, no pressure to be perfect out of the gate, just strong stories and time to tell them. But instead, it seems to have gotten worse, and even colder. Shows get dumped, watched, scanned by some algorithm, and judged right away. No trust, no patience, just next. Every time a good show gets canceled early, we learn the same lesson. Don't get attached, don't care, just wait and see what survives. And once people stop trusting that a show will finish, that's it. We stop watching new stuff altogether, and studios don't just lose one fan, they lose whole groups of people who are done playing the game. If studios want big moments and loyal fans, they need to stop chasing these quick wins. Let's do a bit of a thought experiment. What if Rogue One and the Andor series had come out before the Force Awakens wave of half-baked Star Wars content? Take a quick guess at how I feel about those movies. I think they could have changed the tone and set Star Wars in a better direction. Instead, they came out after the damage had already been done, and now most people don't even notice when something good finally drops. But that's the danger of flooding the market, right? If people are overloaded, they stop showing up, even for the stuff that deserves attention. So yeah, I'm mad about Wheel of Time, obviously, but this is bigger than one show. It's about what happens when studios treat stories like fast food. It's about what we lose when short-term thinking takes over something that's supposed to be about meaning. Art takes time, trust, support. You can't treat it like viral content and expect people to care. Because the more you pull the plug early, the more people stop believing that stories matter. The wheel keeps turning, but maybe it's spinning so fast now, no one wants to hang on anymore.